What if I told you that Naruto never beat Madara? Well, at least that's what this theory suggests. So a couple of days ago, I saw this video on Instagram that reminded me about this theory.
Okay. So this was your dream, Naruto Uzumaki.
And with the state that Boruto is currently in, I feel like this would be a twist that would kind of revive Naruto and kind of give it, the restart that it would need and that a lot of people have been wanting for a while now. But let's go down this rabbit hole. What if Naruto and everybody else this entire time have just been dreaming in the infinite Tsukiyomi?
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love.
Now, the basis of this theory is basically that at the end of Boruto, which whatever the ending would be of Boruto, the screen will essentially cut to black and you will hear Madara say, "That's what you've been dreaming about this whole time?" And Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, everybody, all of them have been dreaming this entire time. Everything they've been dreaming about has been a lie. Nothing that's happened in Boruto has really happened. This has all just been Naruto's dream of what he would want to happen. But if this is gonna be, if that would be the end of what happens in Boruto, I wouldn't be mad at it at all. And I feel like it would be like the best way to. I feel like that would be the best twist that Boruto could ever fucking have. Because it would open up so many doors and so many other theories that it would just bring such an excitement back to Naruto. And I feel like, honestly, I kind of want that to be the ending of Boruto. The main question though is that if this would be the ending of Boruto and this is actually happening, then why would Naruto be dreaming about bad shit happening? Why would Naruto ever dream about, his son disobeying him or his son cheating in the tuning exams or anything like that? But I highly beg to differ, because if we think about it realistically, if we think about what Naruto would genuinely dream about, I think Naruto would dream about him having a tough time being a dad because he never had one. Because do we really expect Naruto of all people to be dreaming about being the perfect father? Do we really expect Naruto to be the ideal father? And even in his own dream, even in Naruto's own dream, I feel like he would be realistic. And with him being realistic, he wouldn't be that great of a father. He would still be learning how to be a good dad to his kids and how to balance him being a Hokage and him being a father. It would be a struggle. It would be a balance of how do I be there for my kids and my wife and also do my job as a Hokage while also being there for my friends and everything like that. So I don't even think that bad things happening in Naruto's dream per se would be, a bad thing. I feel like it would be like the perfect scenario, because if you think about Naruto and the type of person that he is, he's a realist. He's gonna be realistic with himself, whether he likes it or not. It would be unlike Naruto to have this, perfect adult life where he's managing being a Hokage, being a perfect father, a perfect Hokage, where, everything goes right for him. That's not like Naruto, because we saw that in everybody else's dream when they were dreaming about their perfect scenarios. Hinata had her perfect scenario, Kiba had his, Lee had his. But if we're really thinking about Naruto's perfect scenario, it would be more realistic. He would have conflict. Even in his own dream, he would have conflict. He wouldn't just be having this perfect life where he knows how to do everything, because he's never known how to do everything. He's always needed help. Just like how in Boruto now, he needs Shikamaru's help for the Hokage stuff. He'll still need help in his dream. And then plus, I feel like this theory does hold some weight to it, because even if you look at even if you look at when Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke were fighting Kaguya, the big boss of the entire series, the first time he lands a punch on Kaguya, it's with the fucking sexy harem jutsu. Like, actually think about that shit for a second. This is the big boss of the entire series. She's the mother of all chakra, can teleport motherfuckers to different dimensions at will, and the way he gets the first lick is through sexy harem jutsu. Does that not seem like some shit that Naruto would dream about? Him basically saving the world again with this stupid jutsu that he's been using since he was like 10 years old, since he was a child. Like, really? That sounds like it would be a dream, because if we're being realistic, the way that they had to fight Kaguya, that shit wouldn't really happen, would it? Like, think about it. Sexy jutsu being the one that gets in the first lick. Of all the jutsus he knows, all the jutsus Sasuke knows, Kakashi, Sakura, all of them, out of all the jutsu, that's the one that really starts the fight. I can't believe that. But you want to know who would believe that and who would want that to happen? Naruto. Yeah, it's not the perfect way to try to land a hit on Kaguya, but it's the way that he would want to. It's the way that Naruto in his dream would want to. Because who's to say that when Sasuke shielded them from the infinite Tsukuyomi with his Susanoo, who's to say that he got there in time? Who's to say that Sasuke got there in time, shielded out all of them from the perfect Tsukuyomi? Who's to say he actually did that? But in Naruto's dream, of course they would have. In Sasuke's dream, Kakashi's dream, in their dreams, of course they escaped the Tsukuyomi. Of course they did. Because that's what they would want to happen. That's what they would dream to happen. And also, one thing that I did kind of want to add into this before I get back to my original point is that in the very first episode of Boruto, we see him fighting Kawaki and basically have gone down the path of being Sasuke, of basically becoming what Sasuke became in the original Naruto series, right? He became the rogue ninja, crossed out the Elite Village symbol on his headband and everything like that, right? And when I saw that scene, that's what got me hooked into Boruto, because I'm wondering how we're gonna loop back to that. How are we gonna loop back to that point to where the whole village is destroyed, Boruto is grown, fighting with Sasuke's sword, basically being Sasuke all over again. I feel like that's how it kind of like made sense to me in my head. But that's what got me hooked into Boruto, is how are we gonna loop back around to this moment later on in Boruto or whatever, right? And this is also like my own lip theory into it a little bit, because Infinite Tsukuyomi lets them have their own dreams. Who's to say that while they've been asleep that Madara hasn't been able to make them have nightmares too? Because maybe that's been the other part of some of the conflict within everybody else's dream. Maybe Madara's found some way to conjure them into having nightmares, to put them into even more deeper sleep so that they won't wake up. Because you could say, oh, well, Naruto has a lot of willpower. How come he just can't wake himself up eventually? But it's like, you gotta think about it. If Madara can make them have nightmares, right? If somehow, some way he found a way to give them nightmares while in the Infinite Tsukuyomi, that would put them into more deep of a slumber, because they want to solve the conflict in their so-called perfect dreams. Like, this is supposed to be, a happy dream. But while they're asleep and they have conflict, it would make sense to put them in even more of a deeper sleep to resolve the conflict, to resolve everything that's going on in their fictional world. Because everything, now I know that's kind of like me just like looking into it probably a little too deeply, but I feel like if that would be the twist to the end of Boruto, I feel like that would make a lot of sense, because them having more and more conflict in their nightmares would put them into a deeper sleep, because they want to solve the issue. They think everything around them is real, so of course they're going to want to solve it. They don't want to wake up. Well, not necessarily they don't want to wake up. They want to solve the issue, so it's putting them into a deeper slumber, so it's making it more impossible for them to wake up. They can't, even if they were about to wake up and they were, plot armoring or willpowering their way to wake up, they can't now, because they're trying to solve the conflict in their quote dream, basically. You know what I'm saying? But back to my main point. I don't want to rant about that. Back to my main. But as far as just goes, if Naruto didn't actually defeat Madara and they're still dreaming, I feel like this could be I feel like this could be like the best way they could bring Boruto back around. Because genuinely, I don't want them to loop us back around to that first scene in Boruto, and then it's just kind of like the standard, like, oh, Boruto's a rogue ninja now, but you know, he had a change of heart, now he wants to save the Leaf Village. I feel like that would kind of be like a cop-out way to end the show, and it would kind of just be like, eh. Like, it would be like a real like meh ending to me. Just in my opinion. I don't know everything about Boruto, but just my opinion. But if the true ending is, once we get to that exact scene, it just cuts to black, and all we hear is Madara's laugh, and they've all been asleep this entire time. And let's say like he's like drained the life force out of everybody else around him, except for, you know, the main cast of characters, right? That would open up so many doors for the Naruto show, and they would be able to actually fix the original ending of Shippuden if this is the actual ending. Because if this is the actual ending of Boruto, and they can loop back to the original ending of Naruto Shippuden, they don't have to include Kaguya, and it will actually be the ending that we needed in Naruto Shippuden, which is Madara is actually the main villain, and there's no one after him. There is no Kaguya fight. There is no Sage of Six Paths bullshit. It's Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura versus Madara, and that's how the show ends. Not, oh, Black Zetsu, you know, betrays Madara, and Madara transforms into Kaguya and all the other type of shit. No, it's Madara as the villain, because that's how it was supposed to be, and that's how it should have ended. So I feel like this would be, I honestly, I don't see any like downsides to this being the ending of Boruto, because it would open up so many doors, and you would basically be able to reboot the last part of Shippuden, and basically be able to reboot any, you know, sequel show that you would be able to do after that. Because we all saw, you know, Kiba's, Shino's, and Hinata's dream, and they're basically like parody dreams, I guess, because we all know that none of their dreams were anything seriously. But if this whole time we've been focusing on, let's say, Naruto's and Sasuke's dream this entire time, it makes sense to me. Because let's go to Sasuke for an example. After everything that Sasuke had put the Leaf Village and Naruto and Sakura, and after everything he put everybody through, Sasuke's dream makes a lot of sense. He's basically the rogue lone ninja that he was when he was a teenager or in his early 20s before he joined the Akatsuki, just roaming the land, basically defending the Leaf Village as like a rogue spy. Essentially, he doesn't have to interact with a lot of people from the Leaf Village. He doesn't have to interact with a lot of people he might have wronged. He gets to be by himself, like he wanted to once he got grown, and everything makes sense. The only thing about Sasuke though is that his daughter, Sadara. Now this is just me. I don't even feel like Sasuke would really want kids, if we're being 100% honest with you. Sasuke having kids is the part to where I feel like that's like, okay, this is the dream part. Like Sasuke somehow reconciled enough with Sakura after everything he put her through to have a child with her. But then you could also say it might not be the dream part, because he didn't know her fucking name at first. He didn't know what she looked like because he was gone so long. That could be just, you know, him having the freedom to do whatever he wanted in his dreams, to where he doesn't have to know what Sadara looks like or what her name was, anything like that. And him becoming a good father could be the part of the dream where, you know, him becoming a good father could be more of a sign that everything's happening in his dream. But all in all, I love this theory, and the more I think and talk about it, I really would hope that this would be the ending to Boruto, just because I feel like whatever ending we're gonna get with Boruto is not gonna be some grand ending. Because let's just keep it a bug with you, people hate Boruto. It's basically flopped at this point. Nobody cares, and it's kind of killed the Naruto franchise, if we're being honest with you. Like, the interest from Naruto from Shippuden transitioning into Boruto just isn't the same anymore. People have long given up on Boruto, and they're likely not gonna give it a chance again. But if this is the ending of Boruto, and we get to basically have a redo, it would be the perfect ending. It would reignite the Naruto fan base like nothing ever before. But all of this is just me speculating and probably looking too much into a theory that's probably never gonna happen. If y'all agree, let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching.